Hi. In this question, I'm going to cover on the order of the Scrum events, and depends on the importance what we will be giving to the Scrum events. I have ordered it. So the first important event, according to me, is the sprint retrospective meeting, because this is the Scrum event where, as a team and as a Scrum Master, we try to understand the improvement areas. And the important focus of Agile itself is continuous improvement, inspect and adapt. So this is the main place where we are actually doing this inspect and adapt process, where we are trying to identify what are the places where we need to improve and what are the places we have missed in the current sprint. And with this meeting and with this event, we will be able to find the prioritized action items and take it as part of the corrective actions in the upcoming sprint. So this Scrum event is definitely important. It is not only for the team, and it is also for the Scrum Master, because this is the place where we are focusing on the process and we are focusing on the corrective actions. Second Scrum event which is important is the sprint review meeting. Sprint review meeting is not only the meeting where we are focusing the validation, that is the demo part. It is also about rearranging and prioritizing the things which are required for the upcoming sprint backlogs or the sprints. When I say rearranging and prioritizing, we get the feedback from the stakeholders, and we also try to understand whether whatever we have planned earlier for the upcoming sprints still hold good or not. So this is one place we are going to validate that. And this is a place we are going to meet our marketing, sales and other important stakeholders who are going to share any kind of new requirements or any changes that we need to adapt in our backlog. So this meeting is very important, and here also we are trying to understand one of the important thing, which is the continuous feedback model, because the continuous feedback is very important, and that is main reason we are following Agile, because we need to adapt to the market need. We need to understand what is really going on in our market, and we really want to understand what we have developed is meeting the customer or the stakeholders' expectations or not. And this is another important event where, as a team, our confidence also will go high, because this is the place we are showcasing directly what we have done. So this is the second Scrum event. The third Scrum event which is important is the backlog refinement meeting. Why backlog refinement is very important? The reason behind this is the meeting where we are trying to make our product backlog healthy. With this meeting, we are trying to identify where are the gaps and what are the dependencies, what are the risks in the backlog items we have. We try to understand from there. And this is the place we really get into the details of what is our product roadmap looks like, because product roadmap is completely dependent on the timeline as well the product backlog items. So the product backlog, whatever the items that we have, whether we are getting the complete clarity, where are the gaps, what are the dependencies, what are the risks, all the things we are discussing in this backlog refinement meeting. When we have a very clear backlog refinement meeting, it is very easy for us to plan the sprint planning in a very short and very time-boxed manner. And backlog refinement meeting also can be skipped. I'm just stressing on the word skipped. The reason is any Scrum event should not be skipped. That is the reality. But why I'm saying the backlog refinement meeting can be skipped is it completely depends on the product backlog health. When you reach certain product backlog health, you should be in a position to manage it very well in a way that you will be able to shorten your hours that you are planning for your backlog refinement meeting. So backlog refinement meeting is one event which is very important for us to make the product vision into reality, because that's the place we are really making the understanding and the clarity of the product and the requirements. But it should be managed in such a way. This meeting is very important, but it is completely in our hands how to increase the product backlog health so that we will be able to minimize the hours that we are spending for the product backlog refinement meeting. The next important Scrum event is the sprint planning event. Again, the catch here is sprint planning is the place where we are making the sprint backlog available for the team for the sprint execution with the help of the priority from the product owner and the calculated capacity for the upcoming sprint or the sprint and the velocity, that is the average calculated from the completed sprints. But with all this information, do we need to have a dedicated event like this? Yes, we need to have. But the catch here is, if we have a product backlog refinement meeting in a very, very, very detailed way and team is knowing all the details in a very, very expanded way, then definitely we can shorten the time. So this is the fourth event. Why I'm taking this as fourth is, of course, planning is very important, but still we have the option to combine it with the help of the backlog refinement meeting if we are strengthening it. The last and the final Scrum event, of course, it's also important, the daily stand-up meeting. Why I have taken it to the fifth position is because we are using tools. It may be Jira, it may be Azure DevOps, it may be TFS. It can be any tool that we are using to log all our information, what we are doing. And the daily stand-up meeting is not a status meeting. It is a collaboration meeting. So the collaboration can be very well managed through these tools. It's not necessary we need to spend the time. But why are we spending the time? Because it's very important as a team when we are connecting face-to-face. But in today's world, at least we are connecting through calls. It is very important as a team that we are coming together to share our points, what it's going on as part of the sprint execution. But if in cases with importance, as tools can manage this very well, this can be still put it in a important ways, it can be taken to the last, because when we have the tool with all the details, whatever it's required, when we are updating the tool with the relevant details, because nowadays if we take Jira or TFS or Azure DevOps, whatever the tool we use, we have all the options to capture everything. If I'm getting blocked, I can tag someone to take the support from my team. If actually I want to ask some question to my product owner, I can tag the product owner and ask the question to my product owner. If I need to create additional task, I can go ahead and create the task and I can log the hours. If I am blocked, I can set the status as blocked and tag the Scrum Master or the product owner or the tech lead, whoever can unblock me. And there is option to add the watches. The watch list can be updated for every ticket so that they will be able to understand anything, any set of information change that's happening in the ticket, they will be getting to know. So when tool has all these collaboration options already available, it can be very well managed within the tool. So in that way, I feel the Scrum event daily stand-up can be managed with the tool itself. But of course, we feel that as a team we need to meet. So I'm not saying it should be skipped. Definitely this 15 minutes will definitely help team to bring as a whole and keep up that momentum to achieve the things in the sprint execution. Definitely that's worth. But importance wise, this is taking the last step, or in the order it is staying at the last, because it can be very well managed with the help of the tools which are available today as part of collaboration. So these are the views from my side with respect to order of Scrum events based on the importance. Thank you.